Should've shorted, now I'm sunk. Be hitting low, BTC tanking hard. All coins still to show. Missed the dip, start long. Feeling the sting. Lost time burning, hit a regret ring. Yeah. Damn it all. Stuck alone, watching games fade to dust. Frustration rising, trust turn to rust. Lost time haunts me, opportunities gone. Exhausted soul, disgusted, I held on. Trap beat thumping, bass shaking my car. Wish I short and now I'm broken sore. All coins teased and crashed, no reprieve. Regrets my chain, can't believe I believe.
Must I hell, hoping for that altcoin run. Gain slipped away, leaving me undone. Should've shorted when the bears took flight, now I'm tired. Disgusted by the sight, opportunity cost, time I can't get back. Exhausted from watching my stack crack. Market mock me, lungs bleeding red with shot for the script, shorted and stuck.
Stuck alone, watching games fade to dust. Frustration rising, trust turned to rust. Lost time haunts me, opportunities gone. Exhausted so disgusted, I held on. Trap beat thumping, bass shaking my car. Wish I short and now I'm broken sore. All coins teased and crashed, no reprieve. Regrets my chain, can't believe I believe.
All coins pumped and dumped, a cruel jest. Lost gains haunt me, no time to rest. Should've seen the sign, shorted the peak. Now I'm drained, frustration at its peak. Exhausted from the weight, disgusted with the play. Opportunity slip, watched it fade away. Lungs held tight, but the market turned cold. Regrets my shadow story yet untold. Behold that fire, a golden ray breaks through. No dead dreams, vacations in view. Parties blazing, fun under the sun. Unicorns gallop, Lambos on the run. Rainbows gleam, hopes my saving grace. Short the next dip, win this endless race. Ooh, exhausted now, but the future's bright. Golden ticket shines, turning wrong to right. Stuck alone, watching games fade to dust. Frustration rising, trust turn to run. Lost time haunts me, opportunities gone. Exhausted soul, disgusted, I held on. Yo, short next time, learn from the pain. Lost gains fuel me, breaking the chain. 20Q5 grind, turn regret to flame. Trap kings rise, reclaim the game. Let's vent. Months wasted waiting, all coins on pause. Lost time stacking, opportunities lost. Gains come slow, then they slip away fast. Frustrated as hell, disgusted with the blast. Tired of the grind, exhausted from the chase. Dreams of no death fade in this empty space. Back sitting heavy, sentiment turns sour. Waiting for the run, hour after hour. Drained from the weight gains, get back the fight. Frustrated soul, tied through the night. Lost time echoes, opportunities ghost. Disgusted heart, exhausted the most. We chase the moon, but it slips through our hands. All coins tease, breaking all our plans. Corrections hit hard, sentiment flips quick. Gains evaporate, leaving us sick. Bags shrink, small dreams on hold again. Exhausted mind, when will it end? Disgusted with the tease, the up and down game. Lost gains mock me, driving me insane. Opportunity cost, time I can't reclaim. Frustrated trader, playing this flame. Drained from the weight gains, get back to fight. Frustrated soul, tired through the night. Lost time echoes, opportunities ghost. Disgusted heart, exhausted the most. We chase the moon, but it slips through our hands.
golden ticket gleams, sunshine through the storm. Hope's the anchor, keeping us warm. Stacked through the pain, the payoff's near. Exhausted now, but victory's clear. Drained from the weight gains, get back to fight. Frustrated soul, tired through the night. Lost time, it goes, opportunities goes. Disgusted heart, exhausted the most. But hope's coming, yeah. Stack or fold, rise from the cold.
Yo, markets dipping hard, beat dropping like a flop. BTC sliding south, bears running the top. Fear and greed at 47, neutral but it bites. Altcoins bleed red, well flexing their might. Swagger on max, even when the stacks lean. Crypto crash or poker clash, I'm chasing that green. Volatility's my vibe, riding peaks and pits. Bad beats in the deck, but I glow through the hits. Trap beat hitting heavy bass, shaking the floor. From the felt to the blockchain, I'm the boss of the core. Neutral bearish tension, but
brothers and sisters, join me now for the ringing of the cowbell.
I'm the rookie at the table, chips low, pulse
If
racing.
you never participated in the ringing, if you turn it down, Sonny, I can't hear myself talk. If you never participated in the ringing of the cowbell, just grab your ding-a-ling and just start flinging it about, you know, wiggle waggle it, and it'll feel good. It'll make you it'll make you a better person. The ringing of the cowbell, the ding-a-ling.
Thank you, Grandpa.
I want my pudding right now.
I'm the boss of the core. Neutral bearish tension, but hopes in my veins. Stack them sad sore chips, turn lost to gains. Tables tight, I'm bluffing with a shaky hand. Eyes on the prize, but the folds in demand. Institution stack kids, raising blinds with
Ladies and
ease.
gentlemen,
Sweat soaked newbie reading markets tease.
prepare yourself
Relentless, no dealers, clock to save. Hocus
for the
face
turkey.
smoke, digging my own grave. September shadow looms, but Q4 is my spark. Turn this grind to legend, light up the dark.
Crypto's
That means hit the damn button, Sean.
It's just haze.
All
Poker's
right.
got the tells, but markets amaze.
Welcome everyone to Late Night Crypto with Rotogs. Honored to have you guys here. How's it going tonight? Kind of a wild, scary day. So we had an area peg down there at 112, 500-ish area. We're at 112, 130 right now. Yeah, that kind of sucked a little bit. It looked like it could happen, and it did. And I guess what's frustrating is that we're just hanging out there, you know. It's not like we came down and bounced and like, okay, we came down here to retest this area. Now we're going on a happy little way. It's like we're here and like we're. Wait, did you have a flat tire or something? Did the motor die? Why are we still here? Why are we still here? I'm on a 4-hour chart and we're still here for 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6 4-hour periods. That's a full day in dog years, and that's it's just not. I don't like it. Stop being here. All right. Excuse me while I vent my anger at Bitcoin here. So we got his inverted head and shoulders from way back in the day, which made his measure move beautifully, gave us a little bit more. We got rejected off this area, which is also a 618 Fibonacci. this is the idea that I had, and I'm kind of pissed at myself because all this time we were watching sweating this break of this big ass trend line over here, right? Oh my God, it's over! And then we fell down, and then we had that Friday, and everything just went up, right? And we did this beautiful bearish retest, but then that's why flags to the upside. Yeah, I know this, and this is it. And I wasn't a flag to the upside person, but I didn't do what I was going to do. Well, I think that was the first time I had my plan, but I didn't do it. Nope, instead we came all the way back down here, 107. Yeah, 107, remember that? We're at 111 right now. It doesn't seem as scary as 107. That's when the world's going to the end, and people are trying to short this down here. They denying it now, calling bottoms, but they were, and they'll repeat that again. But I mean, that's what it feels like. You're like, well, nothing else is working. I guess I'll short like everything else. It just keeps going down. That's what it feels like down there. So it's understandable why people would feel that way. And then we finally turn around, and then we come right back up there. And there's where I put it on a sticky note. So short Bitcoin between 115 and 118. Now, my spot margin, I did well taking profits and all that over here, but I didn't open up. I mean, when I did short, it was short-lived short, you know. I think I got stopped out, and then I just quit trying it. But I don't know. For me, it's frustrating to see a trend within myself, and that's what we're supposed to do here as traders, that we can get better. But one trend that I see within myself is that from the when I'm zoomed out, because we talked about that idea for a while, and in several instances before, something similar, having a plan, but when it gets down to it, not executing that plan as planned, and that kind of sucks. Now that's where bots do have an advantage if you got one that you can program, or even so there's ways and tools to get around that, I suppose, if you can't work past it naturally. Apparently I'm having trouble with that, but just to execute a simple plan there a little bit more effectively and maintain that, you know. But it starts feeling all bullish over here, and everybody starts feeling bullish, right? And us even warning against feeling bullish and knowing that it's bad to feel bullish, and we'll probably get rejected here, which we did, but it still didn't make me execute. So I guess what I'm trying to point out is that it's a lot easier to see what can happen, as crazy as that sounds, but it's a totally different world to actually I mean, to execute well a plan that you design, because I did not short over here. Instead, you know, actually I'm in drawdown on a few little longs here. Yeah, so that kind of sucks. But such is my bad habits and what they get me into at this point in the game. So what do we have going on here? And hello, everybody. I didn't mean to just bitch out on everybody, but I'm just, you know, I think I'm not the only one that's experiencing this. Okay, I'd say there's a minority of people can relate to exactly what I'm talking about right now. Okay, so inverted head and shoulders, right? Breakout, they got, and I've been talking about this. They even said, man, and if you know this, you can make a plan to incorporate that and lay it both ways. It's easier said than done. But it is, you know, when you get an inverted head and shoulders pattern like that, if you guys can see what I'm talking about. I think most people, I don't think you guys are fresh spring chicken TA people. All right, so the bathroom wall dingle dangle pattern, the inverted head and shoulders pattern right here has about a 64% chance to break upwards, right? It also has about a 64% chance to come back down and retest that breakout area, which is what I kept bringing up, and which is actually what we did. And like I said earlier, my biggest beef is not that we're down here, just that we're staying down here. That kind of sucks. So I'm wondering if we're going to come down a little further and test this 800 moving average over here, 111,500, because it does seem like you got that like you thinking about doing that, Bitcoin. Is that what you're trying to do? I think you suck if you do it, but I mean, you do it a lot anyway. That's why I'm suspect. But now we got some good things going on with these moving averages. All right, so we are finding support on this makeshift neckline here as the diagonal one. And horizontal levels would be correspondence with this area that we have over here too. That was a low, right? Can you see that? This little guy right here. That little guy. Finding so however you want to slice it, dice it, dissect it, fry it up, eat it, barf it out because it was undercooked and salmonella. But inverted head and shoulder, neckline, horizontal line from previous support. We're at a support resistance flip area, an area of support. Multiple moving averages coming in also to lend a little helping hand there. And so why aren't you flying away, Bitcoin? Why are you wanting to come down and keep hanging around here so low? Why you dropping on the? Why you look so droopy, Bitcoin? What's up here? We started out over here getting with what we had, forming this, and I didn't go too crazy about it. I posted about it in Telegram groups, and this is the first start that we're trying to catch in this area. Look for us to form a bigger bottoming pattern. And it looked like we were inverted head and shoulders, get all hopeful and whatever. And then hopefully trying to do a double bottom scenario, but never confirmed up here. It needs to come up and confirm. Oh, that was cute. Oh, that's cute. Put you in a G-string. Whoa, what's this? Okay, oh my gosh. I'm sorry. It's hard to tell these days. This one's got this. Okay, that got awkward right there. Anyway, double bottom situation which failed, and now we got this long dong over here, just a drooping down here. And the only thing that I can really think of that's I found to be quite effective in a situation like this that could help, and I feel it's my duty to try to help. And that's just to give you a little bit of this Bitcoin. I've known friends that said very good things about this. And maybe it'll be good for you too. You are making a higher low than over here, so that's good. If it's not hanging as low as it was, that means maybe things are getting a little, maybe, here, take that. So what are we looking at over here? Because he's like, what the hell is that? Why? We got a turkey that's talking to charts with Viagra. What the hell? And I am on a small time frame here. I'm a small time frame. This is 6 minutes. We're just watching the nitty gritty. I tried to make it clear. I think I heard somebody else. I think they misinterpreted me, but I make all my plans on the bigger time frames. I just like to watch them play out here on the smaller time frames. So back to the 4 hour we go. Bouncing off those little areas, what we're trying to look for. And maybe that can get us back up toward 117. I don't know if we can get there, but 113, 114 might be possible. Notice here on the 4 hour, I'm back on the 4 hour chart, 800, 600, 360 moving average. We're kind of between them, and they're positive, right? They're not all, they're in the right order. They're in a bullish order. So we got that on our side. We couldn't ask for anything more than that other than to be up above them, which understandably we that's what I would like to, but that's not what we got. Okay, we're sandwiched in between them. But and even though we lost this 200 moving average, boom, 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 we're bearish. We could reclaim that little guy. My moving averages are telling me we've still got a lot of this upward momentum still there, that we can at least come halfway back up, right? And hopefully it's not going to be a bearish retest like this was a bearish retest, or even this that we had over here was a bearish retest of this area over here. Yeah. Hopefully we're not setting up to come back up for another lower high and do something like that. But we might, it might be trying to do something like that. This is about the time of the when I like to just kind of see what the hell has happened. This is what I call the part of the show I call what the hell is going on here. And I don't know, why do you always reset my fibs? This is not how I set up my fibs, darling. Glad I got that saved. Alright. Yeah, I got a lot of them. I just put them all on here. I don't have to go grab extensions or anything. Lest I wants to. So we got a nice little 618 rejection there. Now I hope that we're not getting one of these, but that is a possibility. And don't let this be scared or anything. That does not have to do this whatsoever, but it could. You know what I'm saying? It could turn into this, and then what you gonna do? You're gonna say, what? There's no warnings about it? No, we got some right here. The turkey's telling you this is your warning that, hey, it could be on the menu, but doesn't necessarily mean that you got to eat it, right? You know what I'm saying? All right, so that's about 101. That's cool. I got this random line here that I can't recognize at the moment, but we'll leave him there because he has a purpose. We can rebuild him, make him better. This line looks confusing. He is not needed. So we broke a trend line, measured moves, all that kind of played out. We're hoping that this little guy right here, I want to paint him green. Paint you green. That this little guy will hold. Need to be a lighter green. But if it doesn't, by chance, if it doesn't hold, then what? Then what, darling? Well, if we're looking for this section here and for some smaller term targets, I mean, that we could drop down to 111,403. That's right at the 1-800 moving average, and that is the 618. I hope we don't do it myself, but it does look like we could. So that's the first culprit that I would expect us to drop down to if we're going to drop down anywhere. The next one, I see why you're there. You're sneaky. That's clever. You're in the wrong color. Hey. All right, so let's get this little guy over here. Oh gosh darn it. Trying to get him a cautionary color like orange. So if we're not going to make a lower low, which we could, if we're looking for higher low possibilities here, and we're looking at 111,500, 108,600, and that area is low down, 108 right at 109. As to where we might drip, and we could still maintain some of this momentum, but I don't want to see these guys, this purple, red, and orange guys flipping, right? Crossing. Don't want to see them crossing. And I don't want to see these smaller moving averages, like the 21, the 50, the 9. I don't want to see them crossing bearishly over it either. We already lost the 9 to it. If we can get a nice bounce from where we are without coming down here, maybe we can undo some of this stuff, and this is not so much a bad thing. This is just a maturing angle here. That's about the extent of an angle that we would. That's a mature angle right there if I've ever seen them. They're getting a little saggy right there. If you hadn't know, I'm not complaining. It's still beautiful. Don't get me wrong. They just a little lower than they were. You know, just saying. That's a beautiful. Loves them. Should have just kept my mouth shut. All right, so right here and the local pattern, and we're basing it right here, this leg right here, right? And their next highs for a local pattern, right? It could be a broadening and expanding. That would be our hopeful scenario, in my personal opinion. That could be quite juicy, Hey, what would that target be, Road Dog? Give me that Moon Boy target like you do. That silly one. And that silly one would take us right up here to about 122,500. Yeah, I feel stupid for saying it myself too, but it came out of my mouth, so I'm going to roll with it. All right, so that would be a lower high from here. We don't need no lower highs, man. I'm just saying, no lower highs. We need a higher highs. Listen, you brought us to this party, and now you starting to run out the door on us. What's this? So that's one idea there. Let's see. Yeah, these guys are gone. That's nothing. Left, nothing. 2 touches. Haha, laugh in your face. 2 touches. So we need to bounce, baby. That's all I'm saying. That's all I'm saying. We need to bounce now. It would be good to bounce now. And did I jump universe? Oh, there you are. It just disappeared, and so did everything else. I was moving that from here back to where it originally was before it got haunted. If you take this side into account, what we first started at, that channel, we should be right around that measure move, right? Right in that juicy little area right there. Bitcoin, you need to turn your ass around because you're killing. You are absolutely murdering altcoins. Every time you fall, altcoins fall more. And you've fallen a lot, even though you went up a lot. And every time you make us sit here and wonder, why the hell am I even giving altcoins a chance? If they're just going to run up to 1.16 trillion and then just drop all the way down to 1.06 trillion. That's a lot of money just to come out over a few hours. That kind of pissed me off. But she did come up and made a nice little double top. Now we got a confirmed M pattern or double top pattern. Confirmed. This is my hope that this guy was just retesting this trend line here, and I think it still is. She's respecting that fairly well right there. So I'm gonna follow that idea, and hopefully that combined with this other trend line that we got going on here, the X will mark the spot where you'll decide to get your little lazy ass on out of the basement and go and get a room upstairs somewhere. Is all I'm saying. Total 3. I mean, put it in a nice way, as nice as I can. However, you've already went down here to the 618. Must you come down here again? I'm looking at the 4-hour, and I've got prices being just right below that 200 moving average for total 3. So they pressing us at the moment, it seems, trying to drive things off a little bit. Right behind me, you will see all these big green candles. That's on stable coins. So in addition to maybe new stablecoins being minted, that's also a lot of people selling out of crypto into stablecoins, saying, oh, these altcoins suck, I'm going to sell it out, which is, you know, kind of what I wish I'd done a little bit earlier on a lot more than what I did. It's funny is when we get our drops, I'm always wishing I'd sold more profit, even when I think that I'm doing good selling profit. So I'm just going to have to go stupid the next time we go, because I thought I was going to those bags that I did go balls to the wall on. They looking kind of good right now. I'm going to have to go harder. Go harder. But anyway, we're watching that happen right here behind me, and that my head's in the way, but there is also like a possible shoulder, head and shoulder to the upside. Possible inverted head and shoulder pattern forming there, hasn't confirmed or anything, but that would suck. But that's just there at the bottom. Technically, I think you've already got a breakout. I'm going to lean over sideways to do this so that we can share the screen here. Yeah, to me, you've got a breakout and a retest, and oh man, that kind of wants to signify maybe more money might be trying to come into altcoins, and that would suck. So this warrants us to take a look at Bitcoin dominance, a closer look at Bitcoin dominance over here. Now, this might seem boring to some of you people out there going over these indices and everything, but this is where to me, I think this helps you see the things that you wouldn't normally see. And maybe you can make an argument, oh, I would see them I can tell by the price of this coin, but not all the coins move evenly. But it gives you if you can recognize the setup in total 3 or Bitcoin dominance, it can give you an edge up on the market overall, I believe. You might see something there you're not seeing in your coins. All right, so did you make a higher high? You did. Technically, that's good. So this one's breaking out of a channel, and Bitcoin dominance, she looks like she wants to go up, baby. Now what happens when Bitcoin dominance goes up? But altcoins don't like it. They don't like it. It's no bueno, no good. So this altcoin season, which I've never said it was altcoin season, I think we had a nice rally, and we're working. They're stages to altcoin season. We saw some of the first ones. A lot of things going into Ethereum. A lot of money starting to pour into Solana. We're seeing a lot of that stuff starting, and those projects starting to take off. We started going through the steps, but we only got through like the initial couple of phases there, and we may be losing it a little bit. So it looks like, at least for a little bit, we got a chance to come back up and revisit this yellow line area or red line area, and hope that we roll over from there, because when we like being in the altcoins is when this guy is red and coming down. And apparently we need to I need to make a habit of really paying myself when we start trying to flip around the other way there. Don't mean to sound like I'm bitching. It's just you know, after a while the volatility it just works on you, and you're like, yeah, and you start looking, if I'd played this way instead of doing what I did over, and it's part of the learning process, but you can, and then you can make that argument, well, I would be, and sometimes it's sad, but it's the experience stuff. It's the ride, baby. It's the ride. So here on the 4 hour for Bitcoin dominance, it does have a red dot indicating it's tired and wants to come down. Cross our fingers that will give us a little relief out of altcoins over the next day. This is total 3 again. It has got a green dot on the 4 hour saying, hey man, maybe because Bitcoin dominance is going down, that altcoins are going to bounce. Okay, so we got that hopium here. Let's hope that it's set up where it can. The only thing going against us is money flow is in the red, and she's kind of deep to be as far in as she is. I'm just saying. So we got to hope that this bullish divergence that it's showing is forming over here has enough to at least give us a little lift off. But that money flow going over from green and going into red, it makes it harder for more upside. It makes it easier for more downside. So the downside plays, they will win out a little bit more now because money flows in the red. I'm just saying. So it's going to be a fight and a struggle for altcoins to come up here, or at least kick it off, in my opinion. But here on the 4 hour, let me get this out of here for this is total 3. Yeah, is that 200 moving average? We're still below it right now. Yeah, here's what the Christmas tree candles look like. We need to change that. That need to change. And I don't see it changing even down to the smaller time frames. It's not kicking in yet. Hopefully it will do it before we get down here to where we wick down to. Hopefully about any moment now. I'm just saying it would be a good time if I had to make a suggestion. You can bring a horse to water, but you can't make it drink, people. You can't make it drink. All right, 21 people hanging out. Thank you so much for being
been hitting that like button. I just want to say thank you very much.
Let me come over to the chat and say hello to everybody. Got 21 people here now. We had 25, lost some. I get be a little bit too much sometimes. There is Strega. How's it going, Strega? Good to see you, my man. Congratulations on being number 1. Number 1. How's that? That's a little late. So we got Strega in the house. We got Ben there. How's it going, Ben there? Booting Marshmallow 1981. Sicario. Gator Squatch with a nice gem pick. We'll look into that. I've got a list of altcoins here. And I just put up my request marker, which we'll probably see pop up over here too. If you got any altcoins that you would like me to take a look at, any charts or something, just put it there. Priority goes to members and super chats, members being the YouTube members. We got Joe, Trade Intuition right there. How's it going, Joe? Good to see you, my man. Joe's a fellow YouTuber over here. This is what his channel looks like, and you would know that if you were subscribed, and all the cool kids are subscribed, so that's how I know that you know, because clearly you're a cool kid, right? Joe, go check him out if you haven't. Don't be a loser! Anyway. Oh, chart. Yeah, see, I get sidetracked. Squirrel! Do Audi C. How's it going, my man? Good to see you. Dave P. Dave P, you've been around for a long time, my man. Good to see you still here. John Gregory, how's it going? Ryan K says, sold a bunch before the dip, bought back some at much lower prices. Feels good to know these charts much more confidently. Hey man, congratulations. That's what it's all about. And it grows, it will grow. You'll get more and more confident in what you're, with your experiences. I mean, think about when you first got in, that first 3-6 months, you're like nervous as all hell, like not understanding anything. You just know people make money at this, and you know it's a coin, and all this has got a frog picture. It just all crazy, right? Gosh, I remember back even before there was such a thing as a frog coin. There might have been one back then, though. It was almost as crazy. They're all just copying Litecoin, I think. Crazy times back in the day. You'd think 10 years later I'd be much richer, but no, I was too stupid to realize what I had with Bitcoin back then. They say you get what you deserve. You get as much Bitcoin as you deserve. Duality says, oh, I got off topic again. Duality says that because the market is bearish, we can get the voodoo zombie face back. I think for all October, I may be a zombie again. Yeah. I can't do stupid stuff because it doesn't go with the zombie vibe, but yeah. Or maybe I can do some stupid stuff. Maybe I'll be a stupid zombie. They don't really have brains, do they? That's why they're always trying to eat them. Bread. But Ryan K says, I've learned so much over the last year and still learning. Thank you. Well, thank you for being on this journey with me, my friend. Yeah, I like seeing how you guys have grown, and I can tell that. Especially you guys have been in the group over there, which, by the way, is just a free private Telegram group. I don't have anything that charges, other than I don't know. You know, I do have an OnlyFans footsie group for just the serious-minded, you know, baller out there that. There is a no ball rule, though. Okay, let's establish that. Okay, your ball stays with you. Okay, there is no exchange of balls. Okay, I just did clarify that. Sorry, PTSD for. But the OnlyFans footsie group, you know, where you can get charts just like what I would put in the you know, the free Telegram group. But this one, for that awesome monthly fee rides his feet, right? Gets these charts delivered to you with my fungusy toenails pointing right toward the target that I think it'll go to. And even if it doesn't go there, you still got some gorgeous feet there that, you know, you know what you like to do when you look at. I'm just saying, this is a late night show, but it ain't that late night. Woo! All right, so ladies and gentlemen, we got a nice green dot going over here on total 3 that we could hopefully, if we can ever recover this 200 moving average, maybe we can get our heads out of the sand and back on track with these altcoins. But she ain't doing it right now. She dang sure ain't doing it right now. She's looking like, oh my God. So you say, Road Dog, what can we do? And I'm saying, well, I mean, at this point, we can just pull out our little fibs and play with it. Whenever I get scared, that's the first thing I want to do is just reach down and pull out my fib and just start playing with it. And sometimes it makes me feel better. And so we're headed for a deep ass retracement here, maybe as low as 0.01. This little, hopefully just a little bit more, and we catch something, right? Hopefully just a wee bit more, darling. Oh my God, she lost it all. We're going to hell in a handbasket. That's it, Charlene. That's it. That's all over. Back it up. If she does want to go down lower, then I would be looking for... Man, that... Jeez. Eventually 1 trillion, but we don't want to talk about that situation. We don't know that anything like that's going to happen at all. I guess you suck. We're going to take you out of the equation now. Alright, I'm going to take a look at some of these coins here. Let's stop taking a look at freaking Bitcoin on the, or total 3 on the small. That was a 15-minute time frame, people. We got plenty of time for this little area here to hold a support if it's going to. That was a nice double top up there, and we're almost met the measurement of it. Let's see. ASTER seems to be still doing okay. This is Aster. I want to take a look at where can I look at? Oh, shoot, let's just go Binance. So this is relatively new and exciting. I think it's got too many coins, but nobody seems to care. I think Venice is a better buy than this one, but hey man, this is what everybody's chasing, so we're going to look at it. You lost that, so, and you're going sideways. Look like you're trying to round out a little bit on us, so I like that. I like the gumption that you got going on there. I'd like to see if you can continue that gumption on up to the upside. And hopefully she can. I really need to mark that guy out here. So there's one target at 278 for the mean boys. It's not impossible. And this is what we were kind of initially doing. We lost that, and now we're looking at either a bearish retest, or if we want to take it over here, and we got 1, 2, 3 touch areas, makes it valid as well. Maybe it's a maturing trend line, but at least doing it this way gives you another line in the sand. Well, if it breaks it this time, and maybe you want to, include some wicks there, just to be on the safe side if you're going to use that approach to it. Like if you were going to put stop losses or something, I would probably include those wicks, just saying. Some people would try to even go below those wicks on the stop loss. Not a bad idea. Stop loss really all depends on your position size, really, if you think about it. I like this idea right here, taking this little guy, that little guy, and kind of gives me an X marks the spot. I didn't used to do all this quite this way. About 141. Where maybe we might retest there, but see if you can continue on higher. And let's go ahead and get a few more higher targets here. We're going to be taking a look at 174, 175 area, as well as 186. We remember we got 278 is already up there. And we also want to take a look at 239. These are places that I expect it to have a pivot point. Meaning, what's a pivot point? Well, this is a pivot point. That's where it goes up and they don't keep going that way anymore. And this is a pivot point. It came down here and it stopped going that way. It went the other way. Then it came back and visited again, but it still pivoted at that point, right? So, therefore, if we can take some profit at those areas, when she does come back down to some lower area, we can buy more cheaper, or just cash out and go about our day, however you want to look at it. But for ASTR, if it is around this, it's at 149 now. If it gets to 142, awesome. But let's say it doesn't and sticks at 149. Goes up to 174, 17% gains. $100 turns into $117, $118. That's not bad. Next target at 185, $100 will turn into $124. Getting up to this high region here. At 239, $100 will be turned into about like 160. So, oh, now we're talking. And even got one more target up there, but we're just going to hold our breath on that one. I don't want to get you too excited. Leave a little mystery in the air there. However, AVNT, I like the tokenomics on this one better. I think it just has 1 billion coins, whereas Aster has like 8 billion or something crazy. If I'm not mistaken, too. I mean, check me out, because sometimes I misremember things. I think it's a human trait to where we can remember things not exactly as they actually are. Even with the best of intentions, sometimes you can still be mistaken. All right, so flirting with losing that 0.5 fib area, and I would have hoped to kept it. If we do lose it, I'll be looking for this guy right here, the 618. Hope we don't get it. That 0.5 is really exactly where we want to see this bounce. I know a lot of people, but the 618 fit with that too. 618 comes in time, and it depends on where you're pulling too. If you're going from true bottom to high, you definitely want to listen to what I'm telling you. But if you're just like pulling from segments like the swings, some people be doing it like this, and you still got 0.5, bitch. Stop it. Stop it. So the original move from low to high, and then this little partial move from there to there, we got some overlapping bibbies. That's something to pay attention to. So AVNT, I don't know if you're going to make it down here, but if you do make it down here, that's not a bad place to buy, but it'd be so much better if you just go ahead and don't make it down here and bounce from where you are. If I had to look at trend lines, which I often do, I got that guy, which I don't like where you're pointing. What the hell's down here at 128? That's not what we want, silly goose. That's a big ass. I don't like the way you're talking to me, mister. You make some sense though, but I don't like the way you're talking to me. All right, so we're on the 1 hour Advantis. Looks like it might be able to come on down. I hope it doesn't, but it might. Elliot, what do you say? Holy crap, Elliot. Yeah, you see it too, huh? That deep retracement. It might be. It could be a deeper ass retracement here. So, you gotta wait on this little joker. How about that old pump.fun coin right there? Yeah, here on MEXC. Oh, you're coming down to the Lucy line on the 1 hour. That's the little devil girl right there. That's an interesting place where we'll find some kind of reaction. Whether it continues on down here to the 800 moving average, the orange line, we'll have to see. What was this? That was a target with an arrow pointed to it, and then we just went everywhere above it. You suck, raw dog. I don't know what it was. So we have lost. What is this? Pump.fun, right? Wow, you are at a pretty decent price. It was trying to go parabolic and it did not. It failed so far. There might be a much bigger, and there probably is. Close your eyes and squint together very tightly. And can you see it now? Can you see it? And can you see it now? All right, so we need a big pink ass line. All right, so there's a nice parabola form in there, but there was another one over here, right? And that one fizzled out, so it's probably just part of making this bigger one that we're doing. 1, 2, 3, 4. Go up for a 5 wave. And hopefully knock this little guy out here, or maybe a penny or higher, and then go for the bigger correction. Say what? So an ABC correction here, which should be about complete, and you can see that even this correction had a 5-way down when the oh my gosh. All right, we're not doing that. She should be getting close to bottom is what we're saying. You should be close to bottom, baby. I'm gonna go from here to there. And hither dither. I'm also gonna take you all the way back here. I hope she doesn't come down to 0.005. She's at 0.0055 right now. Not much of a difference, is there? But it could double up getting up here to our next higher high. So pump, baby. Not a bad place to pick some pump up, in my personal opinion. How about Ondo? Ondo's down to 92 cents. It was up around $1.12, right? I need to get on the 4-hour time frame. That's a good one to go by. Especially when things get all confusing and whatnot. So moving averages are telling us, hey man, momentum is still there. We're just coming down and testing these bigger ass moving averages. The red one's underneath the orange one and they need to be flip-flopped the other way. If we bounce off of here, that can help make that happen. Yay. We also need to get this yellow one on top of that purple one, because it just ain't being frisky enough. So these two little guys have got to flip-flop and just mount the one that is above them right now. Still in our good juicy bazo. That $1 area for Ondo, I think that's going to be the sweet spot. We're at 92 cents right now. That's not much of a come up. What is that? A mere 8 cents? 8% gain. That's going to be the first place to test there for Ondo, right underneath that big M pattern. I feel like I should have a lot more price history here on Ondo. Looks like we've been testing that, but I think that's going to be our trend line. We got 3 touches there. That makes it a valid little guy. Don't know what happened over here. There might be some kind of inverted head and shoulder. A lot of people would kind of see part of that. If you drew just a trend line straight across, you'd be thinking, oh, it's maybe a ascending triangle or something of that nature. Okay. It is true. It needs to get above these levels. It's got to make higher highs to be any good to us, and it's got squeezing lows, higher lows. So price should be squeezing here. Hopefully, we will see. Look, cuff and handle! Yay! Yay! Is that a cuff and handle? Cuff and handle! Cuff and handle! So hopefully the price will squeeze through here and we can get that nice little breakout, and should go to about $1.50. If our measure moves do come into play, whether you're doing it as a triangle or a cup and handle, surprisingly, the measure moves the same for both of them. Oh my gosh. Boom. 154. Could it happen? I don't know. Will it happen? I don't know. There's this ZBCN coin, man, that everybody was crazy about, or a lot of people crazy about. Kind of too general to say everybody. Wasn't everybody. I wasn't one of them. I put $25 into it just to watch it, and it stayed right around $25 for the longest. Hell, I think it's even still around $25. So this one's 0.0044 cents right now. Okay, you had a pretty decent day today then, huh? The last 4 hours, ladies and gentlemen, then we came back and touched our target. Yay, look what we did. We called that. We called it. Called it. Called it. Called it. Chill, brothers, chill. All right, so Hopefully we're trying to work our way up to this next little target here. There at half a penny. You needs to. Did you get a breakout? Did you? Did you break out? You can tell me. I won't tell anybody. She broke out. Everybody, she broke out. Look, she broke out. You're looking at me like I betrayed your trust or something. Oh man. All right, so price is squeezing together, squeezing. And then it decided to break the program and come to the outside, break that trend line. This is on ZBCN. So I want to watch for a lot of coins doing this, where we get these little fake outs. Okay, that's a good sign. When you get these little fake outs like that, it usually results in a strong move. So I don't doubt that we might hit really close to that half a cent area there on this one. And hopefully it will come sooner than later here, like in the next couple of candles. I'm hoping. Just seeing what we got here. But we should just start seeing some others. So market makers playing the dirty little games of stop loss hunting and scaring people out. The rumors have it that some exchanges are involved in all this and other stuff, and we're getting the brunt of it by watching altcoins freaking tank. And I'm, for one, I'm kind of sick of it. I've already put the petition out there. I don't know if the president's going to do anything about it. RFK Jr. said something to the contrary. I don't know. It's kind of, we'll see what happens. But the crypto dumping's gotta stop. It's gotta stop. Maybe I won't get a Lambo, but gosh darn it. Let me get something. Please, for no Hondas. All right, so OG. Take a look at OG. Nothing against Hondas. All right, so OG. This one is this one was up to like $24 recently. I know nothing about it. She got up high. She come back down low because it was, yeah. That's what happens. The question is, will it come down lower or is it going to go higher from here? I'm like, what? You think I got a crystal ball? I do somewhere. I really do. I can't find it. All right, so trend line here from what we got, I consider that 2-touch areas. Somebody might say, but we got candle touch here, and you might say, oh, 3 touches, okay, valid. That's cool. Either way, it's a rising channel at best, an expanding channel or expanding wedge, possibly. And hopefully what we would hope is that it would bounce here and expand up, but these are bearish. And it could be coming down. I don't want to see it coming down. That would make me sad. It would make me very sad, especially after it just went up so high. I don't like this stuff. She's been in this range for all this. What is this thing? 2021, high as it got was about where it is right now. April 2023, that's as high as it got. October 2024 didn't even get that high. Now it's squeezing up a little past. I wouldn't bet the farm that we're going too much. I would watch it carefully. If you're in it, take profits. Never heard of it before. Don't even know what it is. I'm going to take a look at Solana. Oh my gosh, you're down. You were at $254. I remember because that was our 786 Fibonacci target, which I don't know if you heard or may have heard somebody say, but yeah, we nailed it. Can you can't, I don't know if you guys can even see that. Yeah, you guys can. Yeah, that wick goes right to it. It's the power of the fibs. We need a fib to save us now. Where are you headed? Why are you here at 215? Are you going to come back down here? Hard to tell now because that's based on the old fibs, right? And personally, I think for me, not for others, but for me, it's a little lazy to rely on the past fibs pool, right? We got a different game plan. So the proper thing to do, we got a top, which looks like we did, and we're coming back into the pattern, which sucks. They rising wedge and then breaks out the wrong way. It's a bullish sign unless they do this. But it could be a part of it going parabolic. It could technically, it might still be. Did you break trend line? Yeah, you got some wiggle room. It might still catch here. She's still got you know, some curve there, right? But still, rising wedge. We don't want it to come down to the bottom of it. You can. Definitely don't want it to break to the bottom of it, which they can. The best thing we can hope is it recovers up through here, but it's a little doubtful at this point because it broke back into the trend line, into the pattern area, right? I guess we can try to tighten up our trend lines as much as we can just to see, and try to make an argument. Well, maybe it's support here. Maybe it is. Maybe it is. Maybe there's some fuzzies within our lines here. Maybe we're in that little fuzzy area. Come over to the 4 hour. If we're going to see something, we would see it kind of quick. And well, there's an argument here on the 4 hour. Why we could bounce here. Another one. Why that trend line could also act as support. So the 200 moving average on the 4 hour is also there. All these other moving averages look beautiful. If we were doing anything and lost the 200, I think we'd just come down and touch one or two of these and just be right back on our merry way. But it looks like we're surviving the 200 moving average so far. Got a first green candle here on the 15-minute. So still too early to tell. Still too early to tell, but 4 hour 200 moving average. It's a good one. That's a good one for support. So Solana, maybe you're doing something. Let's check out the gem from Gator Squatch. MRHB. MRHB DeFi Network, $1.2 million market cap. Okay. It's got a maximum supply of 1 billion. That's cool. Okay. It's not 40 billion, 10 billion, 8 billion, or anything like that. 1 billion. That's more manageable. And it's at $1 million market cap. So, DeFi Network. Its all-time high was 4 years ago. It was 14 cents. It's at 0.002 right now. So you should be able to get almost 4 or 5 of these for a penny right now. We're down to 11 people. Its all-time low was a year ago, and it was 0.0005. So it's up 290% from there. It's basically on PancakeSwap, Binance thing. What is it? First of its kind, which is addressing the major cap, is building an ethical ecosystem, providing an all-in-one solution with a range of DeFi products while exclusive of all faiths. Marhaba is focused on the Islamic finance liquidity pool, which is currently over 3 trillion in size and growing. Oh, that's an interesting take. Okay. Halal crypto made accessible. Okay. So I guess we got a little bit of a Islam flavor going on. That's a cool site. I like the colors they're using here. I'm buying your first crypto using bank card. Take control of your crypto, avoid complicated steps, and deposit directly to your wallet from exchanges like Binance and Coinbase. I've had this wallet before. You can download it from PlayStation or whatever. It's called SafePal. And they also have hardware wallets. I never did have one, but they'll interconnect with your apps on the phone and everything. But just using the wallet by itself is pretty cool. A lot of these wallets are getting, since we got more favorable regulation out now, you're starting to see a lot of them offer debit cards and access to debit cards for onboarding and off-ramping, right? And I think that's a cool thing. We need that. And so here's another one that's also doing another debit card thing. So kind of cool. All right, well, looks like they got something going on. It's kind of nichey, but let's take a look at MRHB. Did I not do that right? That's it. MRHV. I got nothing. We'll have to go over here to Panikika. Now, is this a you against the dollar, right? So she's had some action recently. There's a little pump up. It went up to 0.0004. So from people that were in at 0.0001, they've already doubled or tripled their money. Had a chance to anyway. Now it's pulled back. Well, let's just go to the daily here. I am okay. This is the right one, right? Now this goes back for several years. I mean, the website looked good and all that good kind of stuff. It would have to be listed on a bigger exchange or something like that. So it's kind of a gamble because it could stay down here like it has for a couple of years, and just within this little range, which is not a bad range, but you're so far if you're dealing with Pancake Swap, I don't think they have limit orders or anything, so you'd have to be on your toes to catch it to swap it, right? That would be one of the downsides, because each one of these candles, like one day it goes up like how big was that in July of 2023? In one day it went up 270%. Over a couple of days it went over 300% over here. Why are you not enough over here? Oh crap, you went up higher. I didn't see how high. Oh snap. Oh, what's that crazy thing? It looks like it could be a little pumpy dumpy, and I don't know. Very, very small. My only concern about this is will it get exposure to mainstream? It can actually get people using and adopting the service. And it looked like they got off to a good start on it. This could be one to definitely put on the radar. It's in an area where you can definitely play it, but you can't guarantee that you can get out when you want to get out, or if you're going to be paying attention to it to catch it when it gets out, because it's not on a regular exchange, right? She's trying to break out and she may do it, and if she does, I can see her going up to point just right underneath the penny. And that's not bad. That's not bad. That could be 270% gains. Let me come back to the chat here. 22 people. Half of you are back. Dowdy C says, zombie voodoo doll? Oh, that was my original face here, but I wasn't always a turkey. I look kind of freaky scary at one point, and I don't know, one day that we all voted I was going to be a turkey because I guess it's funnier. Or maybe, I don't know. Hi, Scott. Greedy, hi. I like that song. Flogaze Angels, I see you here. Let me say hello to everybody. I don't think did I ever get through saying hello to everybody? Flogaze Angels says, hey dog, love your show. I love that. I love that comment. Chris Klein says, what happened? This is crazy. I know they've just pulled the rug out from under us is what it feels like anyway. Just a flush out. Now, I mentioned in my thumbnail last night and talked about it briefly, but there was a solar eclipse yesterday too, and depending on how you lean or what you've studied, there's some claims that has effects on markets, and so whether you want to say it was that or just the situations going on in the world, or even just the charts themselves, because we got rejected at a rejection area and did exactly what we should have done. I didn't do exactly what I had planned on doing, and that's what I'm bitching about, because, well, this is what I'd planned to do well before we even got up there, but did I? Hell no. And when you see that, oh man, if I just done what I'd planned on doing, wow, man, that could have been a cool play. But I think that we just got a little flush out coming. I can see that we can. I think we got a good chance to bounce back up from here. Crossing my fingers that that happens and that it doesn't just keep strangely going bearish. That we can start seeing some green candles to start catching and turning around here on the smaller time frames. That's what I'm looking for. And we're starting, and we're getting some of it, but we just keep making these lower lows. It just keeps doing it, and it's getting old as well. But the good news is it's a sloping pattern, and no matter how you want to keep drawing it, it's a sloping pattern that's squeezing price too, and this has more 68 to 70% chance to actually break up too. And it's just like, when's he going to do it? And so price is squeezing, and hopefully it will be soon. Hopefully. This is the one I got my GAN lines on. I was hoping we would catch up here about 114.5 and hold that area. Looked like we were trying to. We lost that. And these lines are from GAN fans. They're not exactly like trend lines, but they're kind of not really the same thing. But we don't want to lose this one down here in 110.7. If we keep going, we don't want to lose. Don't want to lose that one. Would be bad. And we flirted with it over here, and that was a scary time. That's back when we were at 107 for Bitcoin, right? But we did our inverted head and shoulders, which has a 68% chance, 64% chance to break to the upside, and about that same percentage, 65% chance to come right back and retest the breakout area, which is basically what we're doing now. And then some. Go 6 minute chart. Go 6 minute chart. It's your birthday. Give us a swing failure pattern. Give us a bear trap. Give us a breakout. It's what we really need to see. I want to see this happen. I'm going to go down to the juicy 1 minute chart, where she's currently flagging out with a flag to the upside above the 200 moving average. Oh my God. Let's jump in. Who's taking this trade with me? So hopefully we'll get a little bit up here. I don't know that she'll get too much further, but she can hopefully she'll come out and make this higher high here. We need to take out at least one or both of these guys over here. So I would like to see 113 come along. It does look to me like she's trying to break out. This is a 1 minute time frame. It's got some work to do here, but this is a cool sign that I like. So I'm expecting her to try to break out of this. Come on, baby. It's your birthday. Break out for me. You ain't got no divergence, baby. Where's the divergence? Give me some divergence. You got some here, though, on the 1 hour. Okay, cool. 23 people hanging out. Thank you for being here. Let me come back to the chat here. So we got Kelly Fan. We got Bracken's Adventures here. What's going on, guys? We got Jay Violet in the house. I was saying hello to everybody, and I chased a squirrel. Justin Makasek says, look at Bitcoin. Okay. I'm probably late. I'm late to that comment. Oh, we're just rising. That's good. It needs to. Oh, Floki's Angels is saying good night there. And Ethereum. What is Ethereum doing? Is it moving too? All right. So this is Ethereum. How long we were going? An hour, 14 minutes. Oh, nice, Ethereum. Oh, good. Whew. Thank you, Jesus. Let's come out to the 4 hour where it looks like just a little blimp, right? But on those smaller time frames, they're like, oh man, thank you. So that's cool. Can we? Gosh, if we can just get back up to 43, I would be tickled. So just like Bitcoin lost that main trend line, came in a perfectly bearish, a bullish bearish retest. It came up for a lower high there, and then we made the lower low after that. I usually look for a lower low when we break a trend line. glad to see that that's trying to come up, and we need to see what we can get. If we can get up to 4,400 right there, because they're trying to get a bearish cross going on over there. Maybe it's just a little relief rally there, a little what we would call a bearish retest of a trend line area. So this might be what we're seeing, where we come up and then kind of roll over around 44,000. But that at least gives us a chance to work with what we got, right? If that happens, and if it keeps on going, then well, hey, never mind. We'll just go to the moon. But this is Rec Timber, and it seems to be, you know, it hasn't been as bad as they have been in the past, but we're definitely getting the shakeups that come with this month. And October even has some times like that too. Ladies and gentlemen. Oh, we got Melissa. How's it going, Melissa? Melissa, good to see you. Thanks for being here. Market makers shaking out the leverage before our next rally in about a week or two. They are evil. It feels like they're evil, but I guess they're a necessary evil. But yeah, they do get to play some games that we don't get to do, and we get to suffer through those games, it seems like. Unless we can play a game with them. Kelly says, do you have a dancing alien? Why, I do have a dancing alien. Have you seen him lately? He may have ran off. Hey, there's me, Damien. How's it going, me, Damien? Good to see you. Gator Squatch says, my alts are not down. I don't look at charts, I look at projects, and it always pays off that way. So Gator, I just wonder, are you more of a trader, or are you a long-term holder? Or are you taking these notes? Because all right, we'll come back over here and take a look at the Bubles, and we're down quite a bit on the day, right? 3%, 5% across the board, 6%, 4%, even on the week over here. Across the board, except for this category. Got our altcoins down in the week about 9% there. Even on the month, some of them are down. A few of these categories are up a little bit on the month. That's kind of cool. So we got APX, and did we look at that earlier? It's on my list, but I want to see what APX Finance is about. We may have looked at it before, I don't remember. But that one's popping off. Is it? I can't tell which one you are. I guess we got to come over here and make sure we're getting the right APX. Well, I guess we can go to Bubbles and do it correctly. There's our link right here, APX. It's got an $828 million market cap, 3.9 total supply. Circulating supply is 532 million. All-time high was $1.98. That was 2 days ago, and it's down 21% from that. And it is on MEXC. That was you. I want to go see you. APX USD. I got Astroplay. That's not you, is it? Well, where did you go? How did we lose? Oh, here you are. I'm just going to click on you. How's that? It'll probably take us to MEXC. Why, shucks, ma'am, it did. Yay. All right, well, this is getting a little bit more involved than I expected. APX. That's not it, dude. All right. All right, so I guess we're not looking at that one. That sucks.
Is anybody gonna match my Degen? The yellow trees are deaf so wild. Huddle through
It's this one right here. Okay, Astro X. Really? Same one? It's so different. Screw it, I'm gonna go with this one. We'll go with this chart. 61 cents. So this is the one that's popping on. Oh man, that would be that's a hell no for me. That's buying at the tops. On the daily, when you got your indicators all topped out right here, look at that. Momentum waves of 129. That's crazy. I didn't even know you could go that high. Stochastics are topped out at 100%. Money flow's even in the red. Your RSI is totally topped out. Even deep in the green. This is the worst time to try to buy this guy. Even if it does go up, even a little more, worst time to buy this guy. Gator Squash, $2. Jim Pick, MRHB on Binance Trade BNB for MRHB. I did that one probably about 10 minutes ago, Gator. We did go over that one. All right, ladies and gentlemen, 18 people hanging out with me. Thank you so much for being here. I've been going for hour 21, and I think that's good enough for this screen. Thank you for being here. Trade carefully. It's been crazy out there. I'd like to take one more look at Bitcoin as we're finally starting to get some green candles here, and the smaller time frame I go, the more of those green candles that I get. I make my plans on the bigger time frames, daily, 4 hour, mostly a lot of the times. But I do like to I watch things unfold on these smaller time frames, because otherwise it's like watching paint dry. And it's nice to see it trying to catch and move here. Trade carefully tomorrow. Hopefully they're trying to turn us around and we'll get a feel for where this week is going to be going until they set us up for the next weekend trap, right? So this past one, if you remember, they were dumping us into Friday, right? It was a little scary on Friday. It was lackluster through the weekend, and then starting to dump our asses on Sunday night, even here into Monday. So it's just been a whole dump weekend. I doubt that they do it that way again, right? They flip the stuff around. And hopefully we're getting a little come up in this for these altcoins, guys. See you tomorrow. Thanks for hanging out. Trade carefully, guys.
Yo, altcoins ghost. Let's vent. Months wasted waiting. Altcoins on pause. Lost time stacking. Opportunities lost. Gains come slow, then they slip away fast. Frustrated as hell, disgusted with the blast. Tired of the grind, exhausted from the chase. Dreams of no debt fade in this empty space. Bags sitting heavy, sentiment turns sour. Waiting for the run, hour after hour. Drained from the weight, gains give back the fight. Frustrated soul, tired through the night. Lost time echoes, opportunities ghosts. Disgusted hard, exhausted the most. We chase the moon, but it slips through our hands. All coins teeth, breaking all our plans. Corrections hit hard, sentiment flips quick, gains evaporate, leaving us sick, bags shrink, small dreams on hold again. Exhausted mind, when will it end? Disgusted with the tease, the up and down game. Lost gains mock me, driving me insane. Opportunity cost, time I can't reclaim. Frustrated trader, playing this play. Drained from the weight, gains get back to fight. Frustrated soul, tired through the night. Lost time echoes, opportunities ghosts. Disgusted hard, exhausted the most. We chase the moon, but it slips through our hands.
Parade breaks the gloom. No dead dreams, vacations in bloom. Parties popping, fun in the sun. Unicorns dancing, Lambos on the run. Golden ticket gleam, sunshine through the storm. Hope's the anchor, keeping us warm. Stacked through the pain, the payoff's near. Exhausted now, but victory's clear. Drained from the weight, games get back to fight. Frustrated soul, tired through the night. Lost time echoes, opportunities ghosts. Disgusted heart, exhausted the most. But hope's coming, stack or fall, rise from the cold. Let's play this game.
You're sliding smooth for bull run tees. Crypto flirt with that slick dark ease. First wave hits, you're all smooth lines. Second row pulls got me losing my mind. Third push feels wild, we're riding the edge. Then you dip out fast, leaving me on the ledge.
I creeping low, swiping for a shot. Dating app shade, you hit me with a lot. First pass burns, you swipe me away. Second go stings, I'm stuck in the play. Third strike hits hard, I'm down in the dirt. Then you vibe back, giving my heart a spur. We ride the highs, then you drive me cold. 3 waves to a crash, that's the story told. I dodge the lows, then you pull me near. 3 dips to a lift, feeling crystal clear. Hearts bounce like crypto.
Good night, everybody. Have a blessed day.